If you've been paying attention to our industry at all over the last week, you've been hearing the phrase Avid Everywhere. But what does Avid Everywhere mean? Well, we've invited Dana Ruzicka, who's the Vice President of Segment and Product Marketing for Avid, to join us today. Dana, thanks for being here.
Hey, well, thanks for having me, Larry.
So let's start at the beginning. What is Avid Everywhere?
Sure. So Avid Everywhere really is our vision for the future of the media industry, and it's all about really connecting creative professionals and media organizations more powerfully with their audiences. And we rolled out this vision last year and talked a lot about where we saw the market going. And this year, we're actually rolling out the first technology and products inspired by the Avid Everywhere vision, and that makes up some of our announcements here at the show.
So is this a business strategy, or is it a marketing plan, or is it a technology rollout? What is it?
It's really, it's a vision for the future of the media industry and where we see the media industry going and how we can help our customers move forward. But it's also actually real products and technology. So let me tell you a little bit about it.
Go ahead.
So the first thing we're introducing at the show here is the Avid Media Central platform. And what this really is an underlying technology platform that spans not only content creation, but all the way throughout monetization and distribution, so the entire media value chain. And it provides the underlying technology, so shared media services, third-party connectivity tools, orchestration capabilities, as well as system administration and configuration to really do all the technical heavy lifting behind the scenes for an end-to-end workflow. So that's sort of the underpinning, the platform behind Avid Everywhere.
Can we think of this as like an operating system upon which different applications run?
You really could. You could almost think about it as any mobile OS system where you have the underlying platform and then application suites sitting on top of it. And what's exciting is we're also rolling out a series of app suites that go on top of it. And so what we've done is we've reorganized our products into application suites. We now have an artist suite, which is where our creative tools go, like Media Composer and Pro Tools and Sibelius. We have a media suite, and that's a set of media management applications and modules that span content creation all the way through distribution and monetization.
Now, we're familiar with, a lot of us, from Media Creator and Pro Tools and Sibelius, but talk more a little bit about that second level that you just mentioned.
Yeah, so the media suite, this is where you would see things like production asset management with our Interplay products, media asset management, as well as iNews. But we're rolling out a host of new capabilities there as well for multi-platform distribution. So we have a new module that we're rolling out called Media Distribute. And really what it does is it automates the process of actually taking content, whether it's in a news production environment or anywhere, and basically simplifying the distribution to mobile, web, and social channels. So that's Media Distribute. We're also rolling out two new modules as well, Media Director and Media Index. And what this does is allows you to automate and orchestrate file ingest and really file workflows across your entire operation, as well as indexing and searching and browsing and managing media wherever it sits, whether it's on your storage subsystem or any other storage subsystem that you might be connected into your organization.
And one of the differences in listening to your description that I see between what Avid is doing and what Apple is doing, for instance, is Apple's developing a third-party ecosystem to have applications that all work with Final Cut. It sounds like Avid is staying pretty much, if it's developed by Avid, it runs on Avid, but there's not a lot of encouragement of third-party development. Is that a true statement?
No, it's not. And it's interesting. One of our best kept secrets is really our openness. And right now we have over 600 solutions partners developing to our platform right now, which is probably more than any other vendor, I think, here at NAB. And we have this thing called the Connectivity Toolkit, and that's part of the platform. And we're encouraging any third-party partner, any third-party vendor, Apple, Adobe, or anybody, to actually develop to this toolkit so they can be part of this workflow as well. So whether it's Adobe Premiere or Apple Final Cut Pro or Avid Media Composer, we want them all to run on top of this platform and benefit from all the modules and the technology that we're rolling out.
So we've got the underlying foundation, which is really the operating system, which the end user doesn't see. Then we've got applications which sit on top of this foundation. One is the creative side and one is the media side. What are we going to see as end users from Avid? What's changing in Media Composer? What's changing in Pro Tools? And is there an easier way to start to migrate data from one to the other?
Sure. So one of the big announcements we're making at the show is cloud collaboration, true cloud collaboration for both Media Composer and Pro Tools. Basically, the ability for multiple contributors to be working on a single session and track by track as one person, like I could invite you, if we're working on a song and I laid down the drums and bass and I wanted you to do a guitar track, I could invite you to this session that's on the cloud. It immediately uploads basically that session to your machine. You can then lay down your tracks on top of it, and then it updates the session on my side. We can chat, we can do video chat, and really be working basically basically like you're in the same room with me, but you could be somewhere else, across the country. So it really allows musicians to collaborate from wherever they are as if they're in the same room working on the same session.
I spend a lot of time talking with editors around the world, and Avid has had its struggles over the last several years. And I won't ask you to recapitulate all of them, but give us some strong reasons why we think Avid is going to be around for a while.
Avid is really uniquely positioned to lead the industry forward. We have really the most preeminent customer base out there. When you look at who our customers, we have over 10,000 large-scale broadcast and media operations out there. We have over 3 million media professionals that use our tools every day. We're a brand that's trusted, proven, and has been around for a long time.
But you've been struggling financially. You've been delisted from the stock exchange. You've had some financial difficulties. You're showing a loss. Help me understand why, from a business perspective, why should we invest in Avid?
Because we're building the technology that will really tie the end-to-end ecosystem together in a way that no other vendor is. And again, more media professionals, more large media organizations depend on our technology day after day than anybody else. And I think just as a demonstration of our momentum and what we're introducing at the show here is a really comprehensive set of new innovations in technology, and that drumbeat just keeps marching on every year for us.
And where can people go on the web to learn more?
Check out avid.com. This is all up there.
That's avid.com,
yes.
avid.com. Dana Ruzicka is the VP of Segment and Product Marketing for Avid. And Dana, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thanks, Larry.
Take care.